I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk a little bit about the North Texas Teen Book Festival, which of course you co-founded. You're coming back here in May. You're going to be in person in May. So how
March. It's March.
That? Oh, I'm sorry, March. I knew it was a month that this started with them.
It's an M month. You were close.
What kind of thing? Because I think that people who either attend festivals or get invited to festivals don't know just how much work goes on behind the scenes. So how much preparation are you doing now to get ready for the Arts Festival?
It never stops. We work on it year round. So we've had 8 NTTBFs. We started hoping to have about 500 young people there. We had 53 authors our first year. YA middle grade authors, many of whom were also friends that I leaned on to come. And they did. They totally showed up and it delivered. We thought, okay, maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe 500 kids will come. And we had 3,500 people in attendance that first year. Year 2, we grew to 8,000, and we've been up at about 15,000 plus ever since. And so when you're hosting a party, so to speak, for 15,000 of your closest friends, that takes a lot of work, a lot of organization. I work with the Irving Public Library, primarily, specifically with many amazing people, but the actual brainchild behind NTTBF, Kristen Trevino from the Irving Public Library, Teen Services Librarian. She and I were both kind of had ideas for doing something in our community for teens, but Kristen was a little more organized than me, that was already kind of getting the ball rolling, and reached out to me because somebody recommended me, and we met, and the rest is history, so to speak. So we work on it all the time. We're constantly working with publishers and figuring out who our lineup's going to be. We have the great good fortune that lots of people want to come to our event, and publishers support that because we get a lot of people there and we sell a lot of books, and those are good things. And it's really just a day that's just full of celebration of stories. And our tagline is even endless stories, and it really fits because there are always new stories, and we want to continue promoting those stories and celebrating those stories. So we're going to have year 9 in March, and we do it in this event for those of you listening all over. You're welcome to come. We have people flying from all over the country. We have people come from all over the U.S., so domestically, and then even from other countries, people come. My favorite parent ever, I think the MVP parent, was a parent that drove, a dad that drove his daughter from Mexico City up to Dallas-Fort Worth to attend. We have a sign where people can put like dots where they come from. So we actually see where people are coming from. We have hero librarians that get buses from other states and bus kids in from Arkansas and Louisiana and Oklahoma, and then certainly all over Texas, people come to us. And it's a really wonderful celebration. It's almost all kids. There are definitely adult readers, but the adults are welcome, but it's not about them in our mind, because I don't work this hard for adults. That's just my general policy. I like adults. I love people, but if I'm gonna put out this much effort in my service, it's gonna be for young people. And they sure do come, and it's just such a wonderful, beautiful thing to watch them be that excited, and to see, kids celebrating stories. You mentioned to me personally earlier about going to the NTTBF YouTube channel, where you can see some recaps. We've had a couple of recaps made, and you really get a sense. You can also see some online for those of you that might not make it. In 2020, we had to have a completely virtual, 2020 was our last in-person event, the week before the world shut down. We had 84 authors with us, and then March 7th, and then everybody went home, and then nobody went anywhere again. But so for 2021, rather, we did a completely virtual event with, I think we ended up with 97 authors, and some really impressive programs. All of that still lives on the YouTube site, so you can go hear Dr. Ibram X. Kendi and Jason Reynolds in conversation with me. You can go see Chelsea Clinton and the authors of the She Persisted books there, Catherine Applegate and Jeff Kinney and many others, amazing people that did programs for us, panels. and those live there. And, you know, our program is always, all of our, whether it's in person or virtual, there's never a charge to participate in any of it. But if you're too far away, you can go see what we do. And then for 2021, we did a hybrid model where half of our program was virtual and half was back in person to kind of dip our toe back in. And for that was 2022, and for 2023 we'll be completely back in person. So we're already out, you know, working hard to plan our programs, and it's all still a secret and a surprise. But if you follow our social media, NTTBF, you can see when we roll out our keynotes, and we always have the most amazing people. We're super, super lucky in that regard. And then you're obviously welcome to come.
I know virtual is obviously not the same as in person, but I hope that that as you go forward, you'll continue to film some things and release them after the fact, or release at least a portion. I'm gonna give us a little taste for free, and then we'll.
We're gonna try it. You know, the thing about putting on a party for 15,000 people is that doesn't cost anything. Is the party is expensive, and so you know, we're always fundraising because, again, it's super important to us that we provide this to our community and to the young people in this community for free. We don't want to ever have any kind of gatekeeping that prevents a kid from being a part of that experience. So it is not cheap to make that happen, which is part of why Hope Wins. In large part, why Hope Wins is, you know, the project is benefits NTTBF, because in addition to actually having the festival and all that entails, renting out a convention center and doing that, we do something at NTTBF where called Speed Date with a Book, where we give away hundreds, usually around 1,000 books to the kids. We sell thousands of books day of, but we also give away to kids who might not otherwise be able to get a book that day and participate in the end of day author signing. We give away brand new books that we purchase. They're not donated books. We buy them from our book vendor and then give them away to some of the young people that are coming that might not otherwise get books. So it does take a lot. But to answer your question, we would love and hope to have the capacity to record, to have a way to record those live programs. It's something definitely on our to-do list. We'll just have to see whether we can pull it off or not. But we'll probably always have some special programs. We also did some, in addition to the panels that we've done virtually the last couple of years, we've done spotlight programs that end up on the YouTube channel. So you can find there's all kinds of great content there. So definitely go check that out.